changes in the Western world also had an impact on Muslim countries. In the 1950s and 1960s, fundamentalists emerged. They were Muslims that made a radical interpretation of the Quran and opposed the influence of Western culture in countries with an Islamic majority. The first Islamic revolution in the last 2 centuries took place in 1979 in Iran, when Shiite leaders overthrew Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. Pahlavi, in power since the mid-1950s, had promoted the westernization of customs, lifting various restrictions imposed on women and encouraging education and industrialization. His government, however, was accused of benefiting only the wealthiest part of the population, while the majority of Iranians lived in miserable conditions. There was also discontent with corruption and the truculent action of the secret police against orthodox groups. In 1978, protests against the monarchy intensified. The main leader of the opposition was the Shia Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, who was in exile in Paris. In January 1979, the Shah was forced to flee Iran. Days later, Khomeini returned to the country and established a theocratic republic. Followers of the Shah were arrested or murdered. Secular music was banned, among other sanctions inspired by fundamentalist interpretations of the Quran. In 1980, Iraq, later supported by the United States, launched a war against Iran that lasted until 1988, devastated the economy of both countries, left more than 700,000 dead, and had no winners. With Khomeini's death in 1989, fundamentalist and reformist groups began to vie for power in Iran, the latter wanting greater integration of the country into the globalized world and less interference by religious people in state affairs. In 1995, the United States imposed trade sanctions on Iran as a way of punishing the country that allegedly supported terrorist practices, sought to develop nuclear weapons, and foment hostilities in the Middle East. Only in 2005, after signing an agreement with the main world powers, sanctions were lifted in exchange for several measures that prevent Iran from building a nuclear arsenal.